Hi, it's Paula Canal here from Canal Crafting, and today we're going to make one of these calendars that you saw on the front of the video. I'm going to start off with a piece of crumb cake cardstock that is 14.5 by 16 centimetres. Then on the long edge, so the 16 centimetre edge, we are going to score at 10 centimetres. And then again at 15 centimetres. Then what we're going to do is we're going to need to cut off a small piece from each side. So the easiest way I found of doing this is I know I want to cut in by 3 centimetres. So I'm going to slide the blade down to the 3 centimetre mark, which is there. Ooh. Make sure my cardstock's straight and lined up. So 3 centimetres, press and cut. Then on the other side, so that'll line up on the 6 centimetre mark. Again, 3 centimetres on this ruler here. And cut. Then line up on the 3 centimetre mark on this side, bring this one up to the 6 centimetre mark, cut, turn over 3 centimetres, 6 centimetres here, and cut. So we have a T shape. And then what you need to do is fold this one down and this small flap in the opposite direction. So you end up with a Z shape. Next, what we're going to do is to stamp on that. So I'm going to put it sideways on. I'm using the world map stamp, and I'm going to start with crumb cake, and I'm just going to cover the whole stamp with crumb cake. Then I'm going to very gently dab on a little early espresso on there, pick that up and bring it down onto the cardstock. There we go. So you can just see where I've got the two different colours, just gives it a bit of interest. Then I'm going to adhere that to the base, which is 10.5 centimetres by 15 centimetres of Very Vanilla. Like so. And just line that up to make a mat. There we go. Put that to one side for a moment, and now I need a piece of Very Vanilla and one of these stamps from the Traveller stamp set and the Early Espresso ink. Fourth one in of the window frames framelits. So I'm now going to cut that out using the Big Shot. Now I'm going to use my crumb cake again and get up my mat and a sponge dauber, and I'm going to ink up the sponge dauber and then gently tap it off onto the paper so that I don't get too much ink on the cardstock. Like so. Now I actually want to age the cardstock, so I really want to get most of the ink off the sponge dauber. So I'm going to really clear that off. And then I'm going to just gently rub that round. And there's just enough ink on there to slightly discolour the cardstock. Next I am going to stick that onto a mat that I made with the next size up of the window frame framelets. Like so. And then bring back the base card that we've made. Now what I'm going to do is to put a little Tombow along that strip there, then take this and line it up with the bottom of the card and central to the flap at the back. And that's the joy of the Tombow, is I can slide it round till it's in exactly the right place. Then I want to adhere my calendar, and it's just from a pound store and came with adhesive on the back. And I'm going to put that nice and central too, and low to the bottom of the card there. I'm going to use the dotted scallop ribbon punch and another piece of early espresso, and I'm going to punch out the border. Now and you'll see those little silver dots here on the background, and that's how you line up the punch as you move it along. Perfect. And I'm going to stick those again with a tiny bit of Tombow. Now, just across the top of here, what I did was I actually punched out one of these strips and then cut it in half, so you can see that there. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue along the top and stick that onto there. And there is our finished calendar. And it just folds flat for posting. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. I hope you'll come back and join me for another one soon. Thank you for watching.